What's good, YouTube? Y'all ought to know we your boys. Them boys crazy. Y'all ought to know it's your boy Roy to Rob up in this month, man.
I already know what's going on, man. Know it's your boy Campbell Fish. Anytime you see our face, you know it's time for another reaction.
Yes, sir. Man, I ain't gonna need that lie. I seen I forgot what we react to. I think it was something with like Florida rapper Beats or something. Yeah, Jacksonville Beats. And I saw both of them just from the thumb there that we had. I saw both of them dudes on here, but like I forgot their names and all that. And I just know they be. I forgot who they be with, but I'm finna get this back in my brain and see what these folk be on.
You hear me?
I'm for the MURDA twin.
MURDA twin. Slugga T. I remember that name for sure.
Every fan of Jacksonville drill knows about the beef between Fulio's KTA gang and Young and Ace's ATK gang. But only real fans know the beef first started between Young and Ace and YNR Mookie, another rapper from Jacksonville who's affiliated with Fulio. Let's dive into the career and come up of YNR Mookie. YNR Mookie is a rapper from the Arlington neighborhood of Jacksonville, also known as A-Block. He raps Young and Reckless, aka Dankway, and they known to beef with gangs from the west side of Jacksonville, specifically Young and Ace and his gang, ATK. YNR is under the KTA umbrella, which includes 6 Block, Fulio's gang. So YNR is cool with rappers like Fulio and Spot 'em Got 'em, but beefs with ATK rappers like Ace and K-So. Mookey is the most well-known member of YNR, along with his homie YNR Slugga T. Slugga T is from KTA and Mookie's right-hand man. He might look a little funny with slick back hair, gold teeth, and tattoos, but Slugga T is really about that life. He grew up in Jacksonville with all the other YNR members and played football, which is how they all met. He earned his stripes by being a solid fighter and eventually became one of YNR's main shooters. His grandma's husband, Jerry Colombo, was from the Colombo crime family, who was part of the 5 families that ran the New York Mafia. Jerry and Robin Colombo became famous for being part of the $24 million McDonald's Monopoly scam that was covered on the HBO documentary McMillions. So Slugga T was born into a life of crime. He and Mookie are day ones and called themselves the MURDA twins, even dropping a track by that name back in 2020. Other than Fulio, Spot 'em Got 'em, and Ace, they're 2 of the most popular rappers in the Jacksonville drill scene. The beef between ATK and YNR allegedly started at a block party. There was a fight between the 2 groups that led to a shootout where Mookie was grazed by a bullet while Slugga T fired back. Rumors say Ace was the one who fired the shot that hit Mookie. This ain't been confirmed, but after the party, Mookie and Ace started dissing each other in songs. This shootout is supposedly the spark that lit the fuse in the beef.
This be the stuff that be having me like what's going on? Like what's really going on? Like folks to sit here and real deal do stuff like say stuff like man, Ace ain't about this life and da. And he fucking did all this.
Which we say that all the time, and it be crazy because no matter how many times we react to like a Jacksonville video about like the beef between ATK and what's my boy name, Fulio, and all these other folks, they always mention like Young and Nate doing something.
And you want to know something? They even be like, okay, ain't no from what I've seen, I ain't even seen no Jackson rapper or Jackson person say, man, Ace ain't really about that. I ain't seen it, so I'm like, bro, why did? Well, I don't think people was, which some people still do. Why do y'all be feeling like, bruh soft and bruh ain't this and bruh that, and y'all got certain rappers y'all be like, man, he the toughest person on earth, like.
Man, it's all about it's just the fan base.
Man, for real.
Like people base
fan base something crazy.
People base fan base and clout over reality.
Over real life, like what the?
And that's with anything, bro. It's just like right now. If I got 5,000 Instagram followers and I take a picture in front of a Benz with a little bit of money, the first thing people gonna say is that ain't his money, that ain't his Benz. This man got, just say 100,000 followers, and he take a picture, he take the same picture, they gonna automatically believe it's his. But in reality, it ain't. He probably took a picture in front of somebody else's stuff. Y'all can't let what y'all see fool y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people let clout, fan base, followers, certain pictures, just anything, just mess their head up. And then another thing is, you will like somebody so much, bro, that whatever they do, you gonna go with it. You gonna go with it. You gonna believe everything that they say, everything that they rap about. You gonna believe literally everything. But then it could be somebody else who really living like that, But you don't believe nothing they say.
Man, he did not.
Y'all
it's crazy. I just be like, man, y'all crazy, man.
That's crazy.
KTA and ATK. YNR Mookie talks about supposedly the spark that lit the fuse in the beef between KTA and ATK. YNR Mookie talks about that night on the track Dead Ops where he raps, "They popped out the cut and tried to leave a dead. I got grazed, Slugga shot back, Bree should have left him dead." So he confirms Slugga fired back, and his friend Bree, aka Jabri Cook, another YNR member, was also there that night. But Mookey ain't the only one who rapped about what went down that night. Another rapper from ATK, K-So, also gave his side of the story.
Wow.
He was different.
Went down that night. Another rapper from ATK, K-So, also gave his side of the story. On the track Bang It Out, he raps, "Mookey, what you on, boy? We don't really know your ass. I ain't gonna speak too much, but your ass was almost f***ing grass. KTA boy, your ass better be safe. We had Slugga on the chase, almost ate that face." While he's rapping this bar, one of K-So's homies is seen tearing up an Uno card with the number 6 on it, which looks like a diss to Fulio's hood, 6 Block. K-So also does YNR on Instagram Live, taking shots at Fulio's dead brother Bibby and calling YNR Slugga T a fake-ass Slim Jesus. Slugga T responded to K-So on his own live and proved that he wasn't scared. After the alleged shootout at the block party, KTA and ATK started dissing each other back and forth and got into minor shootouts. But the beat got even crazier after Fulio's cousin, Zion Brown, was murdered in 2017. Zion got chipped after someone threw a brick through the sliding glass door of his house before entering and firing shots, killing Zion and injuring his 2 little sisters. A 19-year-old named DeAndre Thomas, aka Trey Shorty, was later arrested for the murder. Trey had ties to Young and Ace and ATK, so this murder only turned up the war between these 2 gangs. Not long after that, something tragic happened that pushed the beef to the point of no return. On June 5th, 2018, Ace, his brother Quan, and his friends 23 and 4 were victims of a drive-by shooting. They were out to eat for a birthday celebration at a Japanese steakhouse called Wasabi. When they left, they stopped at a red light when a car pulled up on them and started dumping shots. The car was sprayed with bullets and everyone was killed except for Ace. He got shot a total of 8 times but pulled through because none of the bullets hit any major organs. But he still had to mourn the loss of his blood brother and 2 of his closest homies. While he was recovering in the hospital, Ace got arrested for violating his probation after a local gun store owner saw him on the news and remembered him and his friends coming into the shop earlier that day. Ace was a convicted felon after being involved in a robbery with Trey Shorty back in 2017. During the robbery, a gun went off and almost hit a 12-month-old child. Ace was the getaway driver, so he got arrested as an accomplice. He did like a year in jail and got 31 months of probation. So, when police saw surveillance footage from the gun store showing Ace holding a weapon, he was arrested for violating his probation. Ever since the shooting, his ops have used it to diss Ace, including YNR Mookie. On the track Draco, Mookie raps, "Swear I ain't nothing to play with. Ride got grazed, 3 niggas ain't make it. Left in the car shaking." While he's rapping this bar, he's seen burning an Ace of Spades card, letting fans know who the diss is about. Fulio also used the shooting to diss Ace. In the video for the When I See You remix, he went as far as printing out a banner from the news coverage on the shooting, showing 23, 4, and Quan. So, many assume KTA was behind the shooting that almost took Ace's life. It's said to be payback for the shootout where Mookie was grazed and the murder of Fulio's cousin, Zion Brown. After that, it was an all-out war between ATK and KTA, and both sides was at each other's necks. But before anything else happened, YNR Mookie and Slugga T had some legal issues that took them off the streets. In 2018, Mookie got arrested after committing multiple car burglaries and then got out in 2019. But not long after, Jacksonville police arrested 6 men in an investigation called Operation Wrap Up. They was accused of making violent threats on social media and in music videos where they used real guns.
Man, what video there was when we were like, these folks really did become with little operations, like them folks be super bored. Dang, what that was. Young boy. Yeah, what was it? Operation Never Free Again or something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Whose name in the indictment were Tyler Jackson and Tyler Simmons, aka YNR Mookie and Slugga T. Police say all the men arrested were gang members who used social media to threaten and intimidate people. The sheriff claimed the videos promoted drug use and celebrated violence. In the news report on the investigation, they have footage from Mookie's video for Draco, where he raps about the shooting that killed Quan, 23, and 4. Police say many of the weapons in the video are real. Mookie and others were felons and not allowed to have guns, even in the music video. So Mookie got hit with possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, and Slugga T was charged with possession of a weapon by a juvenile delinquent found to have committed a felony act. The 4 of the men arrested: 26-year-old Ronnie Merrick, 28-year-old Nicholas Parker, 29-year-old Christopher Parker, and 17-year-old Tyler Smith. Police were still looking for 3 other suspects who were on the run at the time of the press conference. Mookie was denied a bond and has been locked up fighting the case ever since. At one point, there was a rumor going around that Mookie got snitched on by his homie, Spot Him Got Him. Young and Ace's brother, ATK YBZ, released paperwork that allegedly proved Spot Him Got Him and snitched on Mookie. Before blowing up with the song Beatbox, Spot Him Got Him's crib was raided by Jacksonville police, where they found pills, illegal guns, and ammo. Supposedly, Mookie was there during the raid, and Spot Him told police that Mookie was trying to conceal a pole. YBZ says the rapper specifically told police that the guns belonged to YNR Mookie, which is what led to him getting arrested. But Mookie eventually made a statement from jail, saying Spot Him Got Him had nothing to do with his case, and that he was his brother. So it sounds like the rumors was capped, because Mookie wouldn't have stood up for Spot Him Got Him if he actually snitched. Since then, Mookie's been behind bars fighting for his freedom. In May 2021, his lawyer put out a statement where he accused Jacksonville police of wrongfully arresting Mookie and the others for weapons possession, and the guns used in their videos was props. He also says that the original charges were dropped after the state's attorney was exposed for conducting a corrupt investigation. Mookie's still sitting down because he's facing another pending weapons charge. Mookie was in the backseat of someone's car when police searched it and found a gun in the glove compartment. Even though it was proven not to be his, he still has a pending gun charge and is being held in jail. In the statement, the lawyer also refers to the Spot Him Got Him snitching allegations. He claims they're also trying to give Mookie 15 years over a false allegation made by a juvenile pinning a charge on him in a weapons investigation. He don't mention Spot Him Got Him by name, but it seems to fit the paperwork that YBZ released. Mookie's been fighting hard to even get a trial date, but still remains in jail without evidence to prove that he possessed any of the weapons he's charged with.
I hate when judges do that, bro, so much, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if a person ain't never been in like the system or ain't never been to jail or something like that, folks real deal do that. Like they'll say, let's say for instance, if you was jaywalking, and then if you jaywalking, and then you hit somebody like while you jaywalking, the max would probably be 6 months. Knowing damn well they not finna give you no damn 6 months. They'll be like, yeah, Cam is facing 6 months. You go to court and you done got a 2 weeks. Bro, they do that so much because they be trying to scare rappers and scare certain people. But I'm gonna be real. The folks that real deal be going to jail, bro, they be on some like, bro, you not finna give me. That's why, what's his name is? King Von was saying that he was like, bro, they'll say, yeah, you getting 15, like you facing 15 years. Like, yeah, I'm facing up to 15 years, but hell, you not finna get. The only time they gonna real deal do that is if it's on some real deal legit. You didn't win on some take case stuff time. That's the only time real deal be doing. I be hate when they be doing that stuff and these folks get out 2 weeks later or a month later. They do that stuff so much. That's why every time when you stay saying that, we'll see somebody like Young Boy or Young and Ace or Rob, any of these rappers, they'll be like, but they facing 15 years. Bro, that's the max. Man, them folks forget them folks 6 months and 2 years of probation. Them folks stay doing it. That's why folks be making me mad when they do this stuff.
He came forward and confessed that Mookie had nothing to do with the charges he's accused of, but he's still being targeted for being labeled as a violent gang member. It sounds like Slugga T is also having a tough time in jail. There was a rumor going around that he ran into the ops while locked up and got stabbed. The rumor started after his mom allegedly posted about it on social media and then deleted it. This ain't been confirmed, but wouldn't be too surprising with all the beef that YNR has with different gangs in Jacksonville. So, it seems like police really don't have much evidence to bring a conviction, but want to keep the murder twins off the streets for as long as possible. They can only hold them without a trial for so long, so if what the lawyer said is true, they should be coming home sooner than later.
That's tough.
Bro, come on anyway, cause they already said that they proved they didn't want his gun.
They be so green, they gonna be like, man, no, we're gonna keep him. I know we're gonna keep him in here as long as we, yeah. Cause
bro, they already said that they proved that it's not his gun. Man, they gonna keep pushing bro trial day back. They gonna keep pushing his court day back, keep pushing it back. They might be like, yeah, my court date September the 2nd. Is whatever. And they're like, nah, we pushing it back November the 13th. You'll be like, what, 2 more months? Like, what's it called? Frail Bang. Folks say, nah, we gotta push your court date back 6 months because, you know, just for your safety. What?
Man, he was supposed to
get out the next day. Look, folks said, nah,
we got to stay in there months and
6 months later.
Come on, bro.
You finna stay 6 more months because you talking about some, you want my safety? Man, you
I'll
crazy.
take that chance. Let me out.
For real, that's why I said, man, like you said, of course they just be trying to get that money. They be trying to really get that cash for real. I don't care what nobody talking about.
We just trying to keep them off the street and keep them safe.
Man, you don't know somewhere them folks. You gonna keep them off the street for 6 months just for them to get right back to it 6 months later.
The same stuff.
Man, that's what I said. But hey, man, this the court system for you, man. But y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the rest, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, them boy crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.